Why do you think it is the marketeer who can contribute to a better future?
Yeah, because I think we should market the future. And the future is already here because the problems are already here. And some of the solutions are already here, but not that many people understand it. And if you cannot visualize it, you cannot realize it. And marketers have a great capability to visualize it. Then we can grasp it. I am on fire to bring this story to a broader audience. And I think my first target audience is the community of marketeers.
We live in such a divided time, unfortunately. I think it's about really kind of trying to build bridges between people because, it's a sustainable future for all, so we need to get everybody on board.
Thomas, what would your advice be for marketeers who struggle to convince the sales team to invest in transformation?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with sales, but I think also just deducting marketing down to sales is a wrong presumption. I think it's about the brand. That's what I've always been preaching. I think brand is pivotal. And a brand is not just about sales. And for me, what I do when working with clients is building meaningful brands that last. And I do actually see a really interesting change these days, that it's not really about buying more stuff, because I think more and more people, especially young people, are realizing that the best things in life aren't things.
Yeah.
And that maybe it's about a better health, maybe it's about a better community, maybe it's about better connectedness with others. And I think this is where brands can really look at new exciting business models, where it's more about experiences.
If you start in a company and say, we have to go green, it's really good. People start ignoring you. They don't want to work with you because you scream to them. And if you involve them in a process which starts with what is the ideal world, what's the most beautiful thing we can reach with our brand, and what are the big trends and tendencies in the world, and can we connect them? You're going to see yourself, it's a great business case. And it feels so great to work with it. I think marketing people are not striving enough to sit at the table when strategy is being strategized. So if it comes to strategy, most of the marketing people, if they're not CMO, they think about marketing strategy. Yeah. But if you want to do good, it's about business strategy.
And I kind of lost the faith in trying to solve the societal problems in the way that's being dealt with at the moment. Because the problem is, if we say, we're going to do something about climate change, what does that really mean? Who is that we?
So your starting point is always the who.
It's always the who, yeah.
Is it for you the same?
Yeah, well, the ideal world is about why. But people are stuck in a system. And if you're stuck in a system, it's not about the people, it's about the system.
What's more effective for a future-proof planet? Changing brands from the inside out, or build alternative circular brands that can overthrow multinationals?
What tends to happen and what should happen is really just a collaboration between the big and the small. Because with some of these smaller guys have not been able really to do so much as actually scaling up. And I think somewhere in that collaboration, hopefully there will be a new world where the big can learn from the small and small can learn from the big.
Yeah, I think it's not black and white, but it's a whole different dynamics. So for example, making good brands big is about marketing, sales and scaling up techniques. And making big brands good, it's about strategy and cultural change, and then scaling up.
In an ideal world, how can brands put consumer in the center of their decisions?
So for me, it's really just not pitching yourself as the hero, but actually making people the heroes.
Sander, what would you like to say to brands who act like superheroes but are not?
Okay, climb the stairs and jump. If you're a superhero, you can fly. If you're not, you'll jump.
That's a good one.
A well-known saying is, be good and tell about it. Should brands talk about their good deeds, or is doing good and keeping your mouth shut enough?
I mean, in general, I just hate that whole do-good thing. I mean, who the heck? I mean, so few people wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to do good, I'm going to save the world. So few people. And I think that's the wrong thing about this. For me, it's not about doing good. It's about creating meaning. Honestly, what brands and organizations and leaders need to do is to really think about meaning. How can they create meaning in our lives? Because this is not like an ethical, moral crusade. This is about, I have a life, I have dreams, and I have aspirations. Help me out.
Now is the time for doing, right? So we can talk a lot, we can dream a lot, even more. It's about doing.